Well, good evening, gang. In this episode, we're doing something a little bit different. We are shooting a city, of all things, at nighttime. I'm really excited to show you what I made for this video, so grab a cup of tea, sit back, and enjoy. As I'm sure you can tell from the start of this video, I had a choice to make. Was I going to do Portra 160 NC for my nighttime scenes, or was I going to bite the bullet and use my second last roll of Fuji Pro 400H? Now, I had done some research on the interwebs, and a lot of people had said that Pro 400H was actually a fairly decent nighttime stock. So I decided to bite the bullet and use the film stock that shall not be named and shoot some night scenes in Chester. But before we get to those night shots, Sonia and I took our tiny little human for a lovely walk around the city, and I managed to get a few pictures that I'm pretty happy with on that walk, so we begin there.
Dream, I heard a warning saying leave the rest, take only what you need. So keep on singing to those who listen, 'cause you can make it on your own. Time goes slowly, the world gets lonely when you got no one on your side. You gotta love one another, sister and brother, 'cause you only got one ride. I heard the falling rain this evening, and it put me in a dream. And I got that old time feeling. A little rest is all we really need.
While we're here, let's get the cameras and the film stocks out of the way. I was using the good old Olympus XA with Ultramax, and obviously the Mamiya RZ67 with Fuji Pro 400H. If I'm honest with you, the past couple of months I've been kind of bored with the stuff that I've been shooting. Not to say that I don't enjoy what I'm shooting or I don't like the photographs that I'm making. I just find them samey, if that makes sense. It's basically just landscapes, beautiful views, and so I'm trying to switch up what I'm taking pictures of. I want to focus more on things that I'm uncomfortable to shoot. For example, street photographs, texture photographs, photographs of people, photographs of nighttime. These are all things that I don't really know 100% how to compose perfectly for each one of those environments. So it was a nice challenge to be in a different space, and I found myself eventually getting inspired by the city, picking out some small scenes as I was walking along with Sonia to come back to and photograph at nighttime.
Got no one on your side. You gotta love one another, sister and brother, 'cause you only got one ride.
At this point, I was really excited to start shooting nighttime shots, so Sonia and I got up onto the city walls of Chester, which had a nice vantage point of the whole city, and I started making some pictures. I'm sure that you've noticed that there's a whole bunch of flowers out. It's springtime in the Northern Hemisphere, so the daffodils and all the other UK flowers are popping up out of the ground. I noticed a small mound of these daffodils right outside the city walls, and I thought that this would make an amazing photograph. I'm very chuffed. This probably is one of my favorite images of the night. You don't see many photographs of daffodils in the evening, so glad I made this one. After this, we found ourselves at the bank of a river, and so I decided to make some lovely images along the river on our way back home. Compared to every single other camera that I own, the Mamiya is probably the most difficult camera to shoot at nighttime. It's difficult to see what you're focusing on. It's big and heavy and difficult to align to the scene itself. The way that I have to look through the Mamiya is on the top of the Mamiya, and often I'm composing my night shots kind of high. So I have to get on something to look down the viewfinder. Also, if you want to attach a cable release, it's not as simple as just switching it in and pressing the shutter. You have to make sure that the lens is cocked into the shutter release cable mode, which is another whole thing altogether. So it was a mission exposing these images at nighttime, but I'm very chuffed and very happy that I did so. So I think I finally found a use for Pro 400H. It's pretty excellent for taking photographs at nighttime, and I would highly recommend shooting it if you do have it for nighttime scenes. That's it for this video. I really enjoyed getting out of my comfort zone and shooting the nighttime again in Chester. I'm pretty happy with how Fuji Pro 400H rendered, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Excuse me? You're literally putting your nails on my lens.